What's going on, fam? It's Anderson, motivated educator Lucky Murray, back with a South Carolina college football report. This year, like I said, I'm doing different. I'm covering Clemson and South Carolina as my main teams covering for football and basketball, and I'm also covering smaller colleges in the upstate of South Carolina. That's from Newberry all the way up into Anderson University. So we got 5 to 6 colleges that we're covering for football, and when basketball season comes, we'll cover all the colleges in that. There's about 8 to 10 colleges that we'll cover. So what we got to understand is that there has been a big time football in the South Carolina this year. Today, South Carolina played Virginia. Yesterday, Clemson lost to LSU. But there's a lot of other football that's been played, to say the least. So we're going to read about it, shall we? We're going to start off with the biggest team in the upstate other than Clemson. Furman defeats William and Mary 23-21. So let's read what happens to in Greenville yesterday. Preseason All-American place kicker Ian Williams connected on 3 second-half field goals as Furman rallied to top William and Mary 23-21 in the season opener for both schools Saturday afternoon at Palmetto Stadium. Trailing 21-20 with under 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, Trey Hidden went 3-for-3 through the air to engineer a 7-play, 43-yard drive that resulted in a go-ahead field goal by Williams. His third of the afternoon. With 2:43 to play, William and Mary faced a third down and 1 at his own 34 on his next drive when Talon Blockley dropped Rashard Raymond for a 4-yard loss. The Tribe elected to leave its offense on the field on fourth down, but Blaylock broke up Tyler Hughes' pass attempt over the middle, and Furman's Jaquan Smith carried the ball 3 times for 15 yards to pick up a first down and run out the clock to secure the Paladins' victory. Blaylock, who transferred to Furman from Linwood, finished the game with 6 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, a pass breakup, and a 43-yard interception return for a touchdown in his Paladin debut. That's not bad at all. The pick 6 from Blaylock came on an opening drive of the game to give Paladin a 7-0 lead. William Mary evened the score on Raymond's 3-yard touchdown run with about 10:18 left in the half before Furman's freshman Evan James hurled a 4-yard touchdown pass from Heating on Furman's next possession, giving the Paladins a 14-7 lead. All right, we're not going to read the rest of that. So the players mentioned, these are some players mentioned, the passing leaders. Trey Heaton, he had a 179 for a touchdown. And let's go to rushing leaders. So Gavin Hall, he had 55 yards rushing. So that lays it. Let's see receiving. The name that you may see and know, Devin Heston Jr. Had a big kickoff return like his pops. He didn't take it all the way, but it's like 80, 75 yards. 68 yards, 30 yards, 26 yards. So that's not bad for Furman to get their first win of the season against William and Mary. Let's check on Wofford, which is in Spartanburg. Wofford lost to South Carolina State. Coach Barry, I love what he's building down in South Carolina State, man. They did not win the Black College Football Championship at the Heritage Bowl last year, lost to Jackson State, but they defeat a really good Wofford team, 16-15. So that shows you that they not only are competing against the MEAC, but they actually can do big things against the Division I football championship division, which I think they should go back to AA and single A, because it's not a bowl system no more. Everybody's playing in the playoffs. But anyway, so let's read this. In the season opening on Saturday night, the Wofford College football team was defeated 16-15 by South Carolina at Dawson Stadium. A touchdown with 1:29 left in the fourth quarter by the Bulldogs gave them the lead, and the last-second field goal attempt by the Terriers came up short. With the Terriers' offense unable to gain momentum, the defense and special teams unit came up with big plays. An 89-yard kickoff return and a block punt recovery for a touchdown, along with a safety on defense, were all the points the Terriers could muster. Wofford opened the season 0-1, while South Carolina State is 1-0. The Terriers were led on offense by Gerard Modest Jr. with 7 carries for 34 yards. The Bulldogs had 50 yards rushing by KZ Adams, and William Atkins was 17 for 33 passing. So let's read what Coach Watson said. Well, I thought our defense played really well. At times, we gave up some big plays on third down to let them stay on the field. Other than that, they played really well. You've got to give them off the field on third downs. So that's obviously something we need to work on. I thought special teams were outstanding. Dustin Royston did a great job, and he had a really good plan. That was a huge return, and then a block punt was obviously a really good play. We took our points off of that, and offensively, we've got to get a lot of things fixed. We were our own worst enemy tonight, and we got to clean that up. So let's go to passing leaders. Now they had 56-yard passing from Wofford. Rushing, they only had a modest 34 yards, so they struggled with rushing as well. Receiving, C.J. Adams had 16 yards receiving. So Wofford just got to turn some things around. South Carolina State, again, like I said, they're doing some things, but it was a very low-scoring game. If you're only scoring 16 to 15, that means that your defense is really winning. So hopefully Wofford could turn it around. Let's go to their schedule and see. They play University of Richmond next weekend. Hopefully they can turn that around as well. Let's go back to Furman and see what they got going on for next week. Furman plays Presbyterian, so they should be 2-0. Presbyterian did come with a great win. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's go right here. They beat number 11 Mercer. Presbyterian, don't look now. But remember, they had the coach that did not punt, who got a college job at PC. So now they're doing big things. The 113th season of Presbyterian college football will commence this Saturday, heading to the Peach State to battle number 11 Mercer. And if you look at this right now, they defeated them 15-10. So congratulations to Presbyterian going all the way to Georgia to get that job done against Mercer. So last but not least of the teams that we're going to cover, Anderson beat Shorter 34-7. Let's read. They went to Rome, Georgia. So 2 of our Palmetto teams was in Georgia. Trailing by 7 points, just 24 seconds in the second quarter, the Anderson University 1-0 football team would rattle off 34 unanswered points to take down the Hawks of Shorter University 0-1, and the season opener by a score of 34-7. In just the second year of the program, the Trojans were able to keep their streak of winning their opening contest intact. The Trojans were able to best the Hawks in nearly every statistical category outside of time of possession and third down conversions. Senior Tyler Wesley led the team on the ground and through the air as he accounted for 4 touchdowns on the day, 2 each way, that running and passing. He completed 914 passes for 88 yards and a pair of touchdowns while amassing 81 yards on the ground on his way to a pair of scores with his feet as well. Redshirt sophomore Bryson James saw the most touches out of the backfield for the black and gold as he was able to take 14 carries to 65 yards. Freshman Cameron Lloyd and senior Wesley Beckett could haul in a touchdown in the afternoon, while redshirt sophomore Zayden Gunn added on the ground to wrap up the scoring for the Trojans. The defense was solid in the contest, racking up 7 sacks and 9 TFLs. I think I can't say that right now. I don't know what it is. Excuse me, guys. Redshirt senior Gerard Woods for Leesburg, Georgia, and redshirt sophomore Josiah Jeffrey from Greenwood each recorded 5 tackles on the afternoon to lead the team, while Woods led the squad in a pair of tackles for loss. Tackle for loss. Showing their depth, 23 different Trojans recorded a tackle in the contest. Graduate Rock Clemson hauled in the game's long interception. So let's look at this real quick. Like I said, Tyler Wesley had 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, receiving rides. He had 81 for 2. That's great. Bryson James had 65, And then Zayden Gunn had 56. So they had a really, nobody eclipsed that 100 yards, but they had a really solid ground game today. Receiving, not so bad, but when you run like that, when each back had over 50 yards rushing, including the quarterback, you don't need to have somebody really kill it in the ground as well. And that's what we saw is there. So if you look at this real quick, more teams play next week, but to go 2-1 as the upstate, I think we did really well. So let me just think about for the college football report in the comment section below. Do you think that you like this? What is your favorite team in South Carolina other than the Gamecocks or Clemson? Write in the comment section below. Again, it's the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray with your college football update. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Like always, till next time, people.